hit shot.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Chicken Figures, your friendly neighborhood commentator, and today, well, we got some Soldier Team Fortress 2 gameplay. We'll be playing first on King of the Hill Badlands, and we're going to be going on to King of the Hill Cold Front, which I had no freaking clue existed, and I've actually been playing quite a lot of. I actually do like the level layout. It's a lot more fun, a lot more fast-paced than Cold Front itself. And today we're going to be talking about what makes us playing Team Fortress 2, and that's what I'm going to want to see below in the comment section, is your answers to my questions. And for me, well, playing Team Fortress 2 is just a very casual game for me. It's a very relaxed experience. Even when I'm playing in UGC or something, I'm still having a lot of fun with just the way it presents itself. The cartoony characters, their own little quirks and their own little goals and dialogue phrases and things like that, they draw me in, and they bring me into this world of Team Fortress 2. It's a very convincing world, and it relaxes you. It still makes me giggle when you know, the Demo Man, a bunch of Demo Man going kaboom together, or all kinds of craziness, and it's just fun, guys. It's so much more casual than when I first started playing first-person shooters, which, if you didn't know, my first-person shooter was Battlefield 2 way back in I believe 2003, maybe 2004. So you know, it's been a long journey since then, at least in terms of playing a little bit more fierce in gaming. But still, when I played Battlefield 2, I had the sense that I was actually a soldier, you know, even though I was in the Navy at the time. But I was out there, you know, doing what I can for whatever team I was on, and I had a lot of fun. But at the same time, I wasn't very aggressive with the game. I felt like, you know, the game really made you suffer if you died. This game, no. This game, you can go out and do crazy things. You can rocket jump around with your Market Gardener out, or you could, you know, you can do your caber, you know, your sticky jumper caber. You can do all these things and still have a blast with the game, and that's why I love it so much. Another reason that I really like Team Fortress 2 is because it really suits your needs when you want to play a certain style. Say you don't want to be in the front of the action, maybe you want to be a little bit more helpful. So you can be an engineer, you know, and you can sit back, put down your sentry guns, and do what you need to do. And maybe you want to be in the action, so you can be a scout or a soldier and do what you have to do to make sure the enemy team loses. It's a great game if you have a certain playstyle. 9 classes, that's pretty much what happens when you have class-based shooters. But this game, in so much, the characters are very much defined by how they play. You can't have, you know, a soldier getting super long-range kills. It doesn't really happen. Yes, with a direct hit it's possible, but even then, most characters will just move out of the way before the second rocket comes. So it's very defined in its rules, and the other part of that is that you need every single class to really be an effective team. That's why I like to play like Highlander. You have a certain role, and you may not be in the forefront. Like, I play engineer for a Highlander team. You may not be in the forefront all times, but when you are there, your presence is so important to the team in every way possible. When you are actually needed, it's so important that you're on your A game, that it could easily turn the tide against you or for you by performing well. From my last match, say I was playing engineer, and I did get a Demo Man pick right as they were about to pop crits, and that's an amazing thing for an engineer to do. So it's always a great play, because the Demo Man is going to get the crits, and now they either have to give it to the soldier or the heavy or whoever else they feel necessary to give it to. And it's a really good feeling when you have your class performing at its peak. Now, when you perform badly, it's not always the end of the world. As an engineer, you know, on maps like CP or King of the Hill, it's not necessarily entirely important if I have my mini sentry in the absolute perfect spot at all times. Now on payload, it would, and when I succeed at that, I have this immense feeling that I did great for my team, and when I don't, I have this feeling that I really let my team down. And honestly, when I'm under pressure like that, I do enjoy the game a lot more. And finally, guys, the last thing that I'm really impressed with that really keeps me coming back to this game is the fact that we have a community that is extremely strong and developers who still update the game. Every 3 or 4 months or so, we get brand new weapons that change the absolute way this game plays, which is awesome. I mean, yes, the Phlegistinator, the Huntsman, things like that, they kind of skew people's perception of this game, and obviously weren't the greatest updates, but you know, they were indeed fun. They did change everything, and they forced you to adapt, which is pretty much when you play a new game, you learn how it's played and you adapt to it. That's all there is to buying a new game. So instead of having to buy a new game, you get one every 3 to 4 months, which is amazing. And not even the developers, we also have the community who develops items and develops maps for these games, and the maps are always brilliant. I mean, we have some of the best custom maps to become actual solid maps for the game, and you can't argue with those points. I mean, they're just amazing. You're not going to find other games that support or other communities that support their games as much as you do in Team Fortress 2, which is probably the final and probably the most important reason why I still play this game, because even though it is quickly approaching 6 years old and it is rather outdated in a lot of ways, it's still so much fun and people still love to see it. Like, even just on YouTube, people are still subscribing to me and other Team Fortress 2 commentators because they're just getting into it now, and we have to embrace that, guys, because that's what gives us the ability to continue playing, is the change and just the generally new settings that we're always being forced into. And that's pretty much the 3 main reasons that I like Team Fortress 2. So if you have a reason that I didn't state why you like Team Fortress 2, please let me know down in the comments below, because I would love to hear what makes you come back to play this amazing first-person shooter. So my name is Chicken Fingers. I am your friendly neighborhood commentator. Thank you for stopping by and watching my video. If you did like it, you know exactly how to show me that. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you on the battlefield.